Welcome back to Diski Breaking News. I'm your host Dylan. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be looking at some of the transfers that happened on the last day of the transfer window. But before we do that, let's put out a disclaimer first. The Betway Premiership transfer window is officially closed, but that doesn't mean that your team cannot sign free agents. And by free agents, we're simply referring to managers and players which are not contracted to any team in the moment. So the following players could be signed at any time of the season, even though the transfer window has been officially closed. So we're going to start off from the goalkeeping department. We still have Richard Ofori as a free agent, Edwin Jima, Sfiso Hlanti, Sbusiso Vilagazi, Mahlatsi Makudubela, Lisedi Kapinga, Surprise Ralani, Kikentoli, Bongani Zungu, Kemit Erasmus, Samir Nukovic. And Samir Nukovic has been linked with SuperSport United, looking at the fact that they couldn't land Zakele Lipasa, and Bradley Hropla has a long-term injury, so he might be out for the long part of the season. And also there is a possibility of him going back to Kaizer Chiefs as a free agent, looking at the fact that Kaizer Chiefs couldn't get a striker in the current transfer window. They failed to get people like Fiston Mayele that they've been after. So there is a possibility. I'm not saying it's something that's happening, but there is a possibility of him going back to Kaizer Chiefs as a free agent. But before we go to the last day confirmed signings, consider supporting us here at Diski Breaking News by liking the video. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe so that you don't miss out on the latest football news. So the following signing shouldn't come off as a surprise because we did speak about it here at Diski Breaking News. Sekhukhune United on Friday evening confirmed that they have signed midfielder Sipho Mbule on loan from Mamelodi Sundowns for the rest of the season. Then let's look at some of the reasons why Mamelodi Sundowns chose to loan Sipho Mbule to Sekhukhune United. Firstly is that Sekhukhune United plays the CAF Confederation Cup, which is good international experience for Sipho Mbule, which in return somehow benefits Mamelodi Sundowns when he comes back. And also the fact that Sekhukhune United is not a direct threat to Mamelodi Sundowns' league title. Now let's look at the reasons why you don't want to loan Sipho Mbule to teams such as Orlando Pirates or even Stellenbosch. Firstly, those are teams that are in direct competition with you. Looking at the fact that they are both on fine form, they are both in the MTN 8 final. Besides, Stellenbosch has beaten you twice already, so you don't want to strengthen those teams and shoot yourself in the foot for no reason. And then the other confirmed signings that happened on the last day, we have Kaizer Chiefs. This is what they said. Kaizer Chiefs would like to announce that promising young players Sabelo Khatebe and Tone Jansen will be going out on loan for the upcoming season. Khatebe will join Richards Bay FC in KwaZulu-Natal, while Jansen will suit up for Tshwane-based SuperSport United, as both go in search of valuable game time and development opportunities. Let's talk about the reason why this is a good move for both these players. I think Khatebe will get a lot of game time there at Richards Bay, even though he was previously linked with AmaZulu, where I would argue that he would have to compete there at AmaZulu because there are a lot of good players in the AmaZulu starting lineup. You have Ethan Brooks, you have Ngema, there are a lot of good players there, so we have to fight for that position. Whereas if you look at Richards Bay, I would argue that there is more space. And let's look at the reason why Jansen might fit in the SuperSport United. It's simply because Kevin Hunt believes in youngsters. We have a good example of Shendry Campbell.